Evolve, Workbook 3 by Mari Vargo. Published by Cambridge University Press, 2019. This recording is copyright. Lesson 1.4, Page 8, Exercise 2.
Hi, Erica. How are you?
Hi, Bailyn. I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, too. My sister Dita sent you an email. Did you get it?
Your sister? No, I didn't get it.
Oh, well, she wants to go to Boston, and she has so many questions. I gave her your email address. I hope that's all right.
Of course.
Thanks. I know she had some questions about growing up in Boston, and I realized there's a lot I don't know about you. Like, were you born in Boston?
No, I wasn't. I was born in Tokyo, Japan. My family moved to Boston when I was just 3 months old.
Really? When did you leave?
I moved to New York 5 years ago.
Okay. Can you tell me what the weather is like in Boston?
Sure. Boston is really warm in the summertime. It doesn't rain a lot in the summer months.
Is it an expensive city?
Yes, it is. Dita can get a 2-bedroom apartment for about $2,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is, but it's a fun city. There are a lot of colleges in Boston, so there are a lot of young people there. Your sister can find good places to listen to music near the schools.
That's great. What else can she do in Boston?
Well, is she into sports?
Yes, my sister loves baseball.
Okay, she can go to Fenway Park to see the Boston Red Sox play.
Cool.
Is Dita into history? She can learn a lot about the history of the United States in Boston. And she can see a lot of important buildings. I'll send you a link to a website about things she can do in Boston.
Thank you. This is all very helpful.
You're welcome. Your sister can email or call me if she has any other questions.
Lesson 2.4, Page 16, Exercise 1, Parts A and B.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, James. Thanks for coming over. Sorry about the mess.
What is all this stuff?
It's my dad's old collections. He cleaned out his garage.
It looks like he collects a lot of different kinds of things.
Well, he doesn't collect anything anymore. But yeah, he collected baseball cards, coins, stamps, books.
I see some watches on that chair.
Oh yeah, he loves watches. But he only has those 2. And he said he wants to keep them.
Ah. So what are you going to do with all this stuff?
My dad wants me to sell it all online, so I have to take pictures of everything and try to figure out how much everything is worth.
You do? Wow, that sounds like a big job.
It's a very big job. I think he should just give it all away, but he doesn't want to. Are you busy today? I'm hoping you can help me.
No, I'm not busy. I'd love to help. I love looking through old collections.
Thanks a lot, James.
Now, where should I start?
Why don't you start with looking for prices for the books? You can use my laptop.
Okay. Some of these books are really old. Where did he get them?
Some were his parents' and grandparents'. He bought the rest of them in used bookstores and at garage sales.
Oh, okay. Guess what? Someone is selling this book for $500.
Really? I'm surprised it's worth so much.
It's a good thing your dad didn't listen to you and give everything away.
Lesson 3.4, Page 24, Exercise 2.
Hi, Anna. What are you looking at?
Hi, Robin. It's an ad about a 10K race in May.
Cool. Are you going to run?
No, I don't like running, but I think I might volunteer.
Oh, really? What do volunteers have to do?
They have to help runners from out of town get to their hotels. They also have to give them race information and directions to the race.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. Volunteers also have to stand on the race route and hand out water to the runners. I think I'm going to do it.
Are you? That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm going to apply right now. Do you want to do it with me, Robin?
No, I don't think so, Anna. I don't really know the city that well, so I wouldn't be very good at giving people directions.
That's true. You've only been going to school here for 3 months.
And you've lived here all your life.
Hey, it says here that the runners will go all over the city. Maybe you should join the race. You'll get to see a lot of the city.
That's a good idea.
Have you ever run a 10K before?
Yeah, I have. I love running races.
Great! Look for me when you're running. I'll give you a cup of water and a high five.
Lesson 4.4, page 32, Exercise 1, Parts A and B.
So I've been thinking about Mateo's going away party next month. I have a couple of ideas.
Oh, good. What do you think we should do?
What do you think about having a day at the beach?
I don't think that would work. The beach is 50 miles away, and some people don't have cars.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, how about dinner at Tony's restaurant?
That's his favorite restaurant, but it's kind of expensive. I don't think everyone can afford it. Plus, we're inviting a lot of people.
I guess that's true. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I was thinking that we could go to a concert at City Park. There are concerts there every Saturday next month.
That would be fun, but it's always so crowded. We probably won't be able to find a space big enough for all of us.
Yeah, you're right. Well, how about a party at Alex's house? He has a swimming pool.
I don't think Alex's house is big enough for all of us, but a pool party sounds like fun.
Hey, you work at the community center, right? Do you think we could have the party there? There's a pool and a barbecue, and it doesn't cost much to rent it for a day.
That's a great idea. It's big enough for all of us.
Let's do it. I'll look into renting the center for the day. Let's meet up at my place on Friday to figure out the details. Then we can email invitations to everyone.
I'm playing basketball in the afternoon, but I can meet you after.
Great. I'll see you on Friday.
Lesson 5.4, page 40, Exercise 2.
So, Karen, what do you think of my story?
I really liked it, Anna. You did a good job.
Thanks, but I'm not sure I include the 4 S's.
Well, let's see. The first S is simple. Your story has easy language, and the ideas in the story are not hard to understand.
Okay, good. What about the second S, shared experiences?
Yeah, I think you have that too. A lot of people are afraid of the dark when they're young, and a lot of us were afraid of monsters when we were kids too.
Great. What's the third S? Oh, show, don't tell.
Okay, let me see. Well, you kind of tell instead of show when you talk about how you were scared.
I guess that's true. Do you have any ideas for how I could make it better?
You could say that your heart was pounding or that you didn't want to open your eyes.
Oh, those are great ideas. I'll change that part. Okay, how about the last S, surprise?
You definitely included surprise in the ending. I had no idea what you stepped on. I really thought it was a monster. Or maybe your sister playing around.
My sister did like to scare me when we were kids. Thanks for your help.
Sure, no problem.
Lesson 6.4, page 48, Exercise 1, Parts A and B.
We've all seen flying cars on TV and in movies. A lot of sci-fi movies show people driving around in the sky. But are flying cars going to be a reality someday? I hope so. We're here today with Teresa Beck, who is working on designing a real flying car. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Steve. I'm happy to be here.
So, Teresa, do you think flying cars will solve our traffic problems?
Well, in my opinion, no. I don't think everyone will stop driving regular cars and start flying around. If they do that, we'll have horrible traffic in the sky.
That's a good point. And we might even have more air pollution.
Possibly. My goal is to develop flying cars for emergencies. For example, I'm working on a flying ambulance right now.
Oh, I see. Can you tell us why?
Sure, I'd love to. Today, it can take ambulances a long time to reach people who are injured in traffic accidents. The ambulances get stuck in the traffic jams that are caused by the accidents. Flying ambulances won't have that problem. They'll be able to fly straight to the accident and take care of people who are hurt.
That's a great point. Will we have flying ambulances soon?
Well, I wouldn't say soon. We still have a lot of work to do, so I think we'll have to wait several years for the first flying ambulance.
Okay. Do you think all ambulances will fly in the future?
No, I don't think so. We will still need regular ambulances, too.
Well, I'm still hoping to ride in a flying car someday, but I hope it's not an ambulance.
Lesson 7.4, page 56, Exercise 2.
What's your favorite movie, Ken?
I think my favorite movie is The Breakfast Club.
I don't know that movie. What's it about?
Well, it's kind of old. It's about 5 teenagers. They have to go to their high school on Saturday for detention. That's when you have to stay after school or go to school on a weekend because you did something wrong.
Oh, okay. Does something scary happen to the kids? Is it a horror movie?
No, it's not scary. I guess you'd call it a drama. So the kids are all different. One is an athlete, one is super smart, one is popular, one gets in trouble a lot, and one is kind of weird. At the beginning of the movie, they don't really get along, but by the end, they are all friends.
Really? How does that happen?
Well, they get to know each other, and they realize that they are actually more like each other than they thought. I like the movie because it shows us that even though people can look different from each other, we're all alike. Also, I love the music in the movie.
I think I'll watch it.
Come over. We can watch it now.
Lesson 8.4, page 64, Exercise 1.
Hi, everyone. This is Tips with Tina. Our guest today is Andrew King, time-saving expert. Welcome, Andrew.
Thanks, Tina. I'm happy to be here.
So, my listeners are busy people, and they all want to know how they can save time. Do you have any helpful tips for them?
Absolutely. My first tip is a pretty simple one and will save you a few minutes here and there every day. That tip is, have a place for everything.
Do you mean like a place for your keys and a place for your coat?
Exactly. If your keys are always hanging on a hook or in a bowl by the front door, you won't waste time looking for them when you have to leave the house.
That's a great point. Sometimes I spend 15 minutes looking for my keys in the morning.
Think of what you could be doing with that 15 minutes. You could start a load of laundry, wash the dishes, pay some bills.
I never thought about it that way. What else can my listeners do to save time?
Well, this tip will save you a lot of time. Remember that you don't have to say yes to every invitation.
That's an interesting idea. I always feel like I have to say yes unless I have other plans or an appointment. But if I say yes every time someone invites me to do something, I don't have any time for myself. I can't get my laundry done. I can't clean my house.
That's exactly right. And it's important to have time for yourself. You can refuse an invitation just because you have a lot of chores to do, or even if you simply need some time to relax.
Those are great tips, Andrew. I think they're going to save me and my listeners a lot of time.
Lesson 9.4, page 73. Exercise 2.
Hey, Mingyu, what's up?
Hey, Laura, I'm working on my resume. I want to apply for this assistant job at a law office. I think it will help me see what it's really like to be a lawyer.
That sounds like the perfect job for you. What are the requirements?
The ad says that they want someone with a college degree, especially someone with a degree in law.
Okay, you just graduated last year with a degree in law, and you just finished your first year of law school at Stanford University. What else?
They want someone with good writing skills.
You're a great writer. Your blog is really popular. What else do they want?
They want someone who has worked in an office for at least a year.
Don't you work in a doctor's office now?
Yeah, I've worked there for the past few years. I call patients to remind them of their appointments, and I organize the schedules for 3 doctors.
What did you do before you got that job?
For 2 years before that job, I worked at Grand's electronics store. I was a salesperson in the computer department. I helped customers choose computers, and I taught them how to use the computer programs like MS Office. I also taught them how to design web pages.
You have a lot of great skills, too. You speak Korean fluently, and you're taking a German class. You should include that in your resume.
Good idea.
Lesson 10.4, page 80. Exercise 1.
Hi, I'm Matt, and you're listening to What's Your Business? Today, we're joined by Christopher March and Jackie Perez. They're the owners of Cookie Bites, an online cookie company. I'm so glad you could be on the show today, Christopher and Jackie.
Thanks, Matt.
We're very happy to be here.
I think I've tried all 10 of your cookie flavors, and I love them all. Now, your cookies weren't always sold online, were they?
No, they weren't. They used to be sold in about 20 different supermarkets, but we had a lot going on 5 years ago, and we had to stop producing our cookies. We actually closed the business.
How did you decide to start up again? And why online?
Well, we found out that we had a lot of fans out there. After we shut down our business, we got so many emails and tweets. Thousands of people were asking us to start making our cookies again.
It's true. And the decision to sell them online was really made by our fans. Somehow we have fans everywhere, and they wanted to be able to buy our cookies.
That's amazing. So, are your cookies shipped all over the world?
Yes, they are. They're sold in boxes of 12. After they're delivered, you can freeze them for up to 2 months, so you don't have to eat them all at once.
That's great news. I'm going to go online right now and buy a box of each flavor.
Now that's a good idea.
Lesson 11.4, page 88. Exercise 2.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Talk. I'm Dr. Mia Black, and my guest today is my good friend, psychiatrist Dr. James Rich. Welcome, James.
Thanks, Mia. It's great to be back on your podcast with you. If I lived in this city, I would be happy to be on your podcast every week.
That would be great. I think this is your 10th time here. Last time, we talked about getting out of your comfort zone. This time, I want to talk about the relationship between helping people and happiness.
Oh, yeah, that's a big topic these days. We're finding that helping people can actually have physical effects on our brains, and those effects can lead to increased happiness.
So, how exactly does that work?
Well, one thing that helping others does to our brains is that it makes them produce chemicals that make us feel good. We want to keep feeling good, so we keep helping others. The more helpful we are, the more happy chemicals we produce.
That's fascinating. So when we help other people, we might get more advantages out of it than they do.
That's right. In fact, we actually do get more brain benefits when we help others than we do when others help us. So, another result of helping others is stress reduction. Studies show that when someone is helping another person, the activity in the stress response area of the brain is reduced. These same studies show that in the brain of the person being helped, there is no reduced activity in the stress response area. So next time you're in a stressful situation, go out and do something nice for someone else.
That's a great idea. I will.
Lesson 12.4, page 96, Exercise 1.
As we experience life, meet new people, try new things, and make mistakes, we learn a lot of important lessons. Lessons are great because they can help us improve our lives, or at least make our lives a little easier. Unfortunately, though, we can't go back in time and use these lessons to change the past. What we can do, however, is talk to people who are older than we are and who have learned lessons that we haven't yet. These people have a lot to teach us. Recently, I spoke with several people over 80 years old and asked them each to share one important lesson with me. What I discovered is that the most important life lessons are simple ones. They are things we all actually already know, but we don't take seriously until we are into our old age. For example, Rose, an 85-year-old woman who is still very healthy and active, told me that one of the most important lessons she has ever learned is that friendships are as important as family relationships. She said we all need to take the time to build close friendships. She was talking about friends who you could call at any time of day for any reason. Lifelong friends. She said that true friends can keep your mind and body active and will be with you during good and bad times. She explained that when she was younger, she had always been busy with her family and work and had thought she didn't have time for friends. But now that she's older, she has made some great friends, and it has changed her life for the better. Joe, who is 83, told me that he wished he hadn't worried so much when he was younger. He said that it was a waste of time. However, he knows that it can be difficult not to worry. His advice is to spend no more than 5 minutes worrying about any particular problem. He said to focus on the positive and to change negative things if you can. All of these people had great lessons to share, and I even learned an important lesson of my own during this experience. I learned that sometimes the best advice seems obvious, but when we're young, we sometimes ignore it. I've decided to really try to listen to the advice from Rose and Joe. If I make changes in my own life, maybe I'll have fewer regrets later.